Good morning. Oh, big cup of coffee day. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Thursday, April the 1st, and Virtual Coffee Club. As you join this morning, please say hello in the comments and let me know who's hanging out on this April 1st club. We have a task today, Virtual Coffee Club, and it's going to be pretty fun, I think. So, good morning. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Trellis. We're just going to give people another minute to join us. I have seen so many memes. Good morning, April. So many memes that people don't actually want any jokes today. They think that, so that's why I titled that, they think that, our last year and a half has been, definitely year, has been a joke. So people can't take any more. So I've seen lots of that. So just keep in mind, some of the things you see online today may not be true. Good morning, Shannon. Because people will be posting all kinds of crazy stuff today for the April Fool's prank. And, I was going to look up where April Fools originated from and why we do April Fools, because I'm not sure. I don't know if somebody has Googled that before. If so, put it in the comments. I'm just going to Google it really quick while we wait for people. All right, we'll open up the Bible of Wikipedia because nothing's ever wrong on there. Origins. Let's look up origins. Okay, the origins of April Fool's Day are lengthy and winded. As I look this up for you. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Club. Thank you for being a part of our club today, hanging out and having fun. We're looking up the origin of April Fool's Day because I was like, why did we even start this whole thing where we would put pranks on each other? And for half of the day, I don't know where all of a sudden the rule came that you can only do it until noon and all of these things. So if you know the answers to any of these questions, please post them in the comments. But it's believed April Fool's Day may go back to the Genesis flood narrative in 1908 of a cartoon that was written. Is one of the reasons. In the Netherlands, it's attributed to the Dutch victory in 1572. In 1561, there was a Flemish poet who wrote about the nobleman who sent his servants on foolish errands on April 1st. I mean, gosh, everything has this history of awfulness. Another one, 1508, a French poet referred to it as a foolish day. So really, it has no real pronounced origin and no real reason for existing. But there it is. April Fools. Have you ever done an April Fool's prank on somebody? Have you ever partaken in an April Fool's joke or posted something or called somebody or tried to trick somebody on this day? My 12-year-old thinks that this is an amazing day and he just cannot wait to prank me later. And I'm thinking, gosh, why me? And he was like, well, you're the only one in the house. I guess so. So I'm not really looking forward to that later. I think in all the years, a lot of April Fool's pranks have happened with the help of media channels. I don't know if April Fools continued to be a thing over the years because it gave media the opportunity to be a little silly when they wouldn't normally. I don't know. You always see like a strange news article or something that's posted on this day. I think I shared before. I don't know if it was last year and another time I shared a story. Is we did do an April Fool's prank. The only really one that I was ever a part of that was grandiose in nature, where it took planning and we did things and we had to get shit together to make it happen on April Fool's Day, was a few years ago. It would have been probably 5 or 6 years ago now, maybe 7. I can't really remember because all the days go a blur. But we did an April Fool's prank on my radio show. And I got the mayor of High River involved and a professional rodeo clown and a professional rodeo announcer. So if you know these people, Mike Lavelle and Dennis Halstead, and they helped me put together this big prank. And basically, it was at the time when the Canadian Finals Rodeo was going to be looking for a new home from the Northlands in Edmonton before it started going to Red Deer. So it was in that time frame when it hadn't been announced yet where the CFR was going to be held. And so we put together this exclusive story that High River was going to bid to host the Canadian Finals Rodeo. Now, if you're a rodeo person, you probably, or we thought people would have knew right away that it wasn't real because the rodeo grounds in High River is outdoors and the Canadian Finals Rodeo is usually held in November. However, we had a quote from the mayor. We did a video with Dennis, welcoming people to High River. We were out at the sign. We put it together well. We had some fun with it. The news team, myself, and we released this on April Fool's, and all morning my show was talking about this bid, and people fell for it hard. And part of me felt bad because I think, gosh, people have looked to me to be a source of truth for so long that it felt wrong to be a little bit silly about it, but it ended up being really funny. But we had people like phoning in wanting to sponsor it. We would have had panels. We would have had a Dodge sponsorship. Like people were going to be all over this thing. And we had a good chuckle at it afterwards. And since then, I think because I was so torn with, was that a proper thing to do or not? I don't think I've ever done one since. But my friends, you and I have been asked by a fellow virtual coffee club member, Sarah, to help her prank her husband today. So what we're going to do, it's very easy, is you are going to, this is the phone number, you are going to text this phone number today. And what we're going to do between now and noon is we want to send a text to this phone number on the screen to ask about, she says in her text, we are to inquire about, this is probably why she picked me, his dirty llama for sale. So she says, please text and inquire about his dirty llama for sale. Be as creative and funny as possible. Perhaps you're looking for a llama with a fur cut like a French poodle, or you'd like him to deliver it to, I don't know, Shannon's on here, North Carolina, or you'd like to make sure the dirty llama has a COVID vaccine. Whatever you think of, whatever comes to your mind, you are going to text this phone number, and we are going to send as many messages as possible to her husband to give him a little bit of a go about his dirty llama. Where this idea came from for her and why we are doing it, I did not ask. I did not ask. Good morning, Cam. Happy April Fools. So she just said, would you please do this on your show? Because he's working, so he doesn't catch the virtual coffee club. So he will have no idea that we are doing this. And then we'll circle the wagons back with Sarah and see how everything went with it. But this is your task today. So if you don't normally partake in April Fools or you've never had the opportunity before, today is your day you get to text this number right here and ask about a dirty llama for sale and have some fun with it. Get creative. Send a really wild request and don't blow the cover. Don't keep going along. If he texts you back and he's asking you questions, you keep it going until noon, or don't reply until Sarah gives him the go. Good morning. Good morning, Lynn, from your treadmill. That's awesome. April, I'm on a central discount page and she's doing this to her husband as well to inquire about a pair of ostrich and a goat that he has for sale. So yeah, I think it's like, I don't know if it was on a wives getting their husbands Facebook group or what, but this is what's going on. So this here is the number to, it's backwards on my screen, to text and inquire about the dirty llama. Okay, it's a dirty llama that you are inquiring about for sale, and have a little bit of fun. So if all of you who are joining us on the coffee club today could send a text on behalf to help Sarah prank her husband, she would be most grateful. And they've got a pretty good sense of humor, those two. So it should be interesting how that plays out. But I can only imagine what it must seem like. And because we have people that watch from all over the country and in through the US, like getting texts from wild numbers all over is going to be kind of interesting. So if you're up for it, that is our April Fool's task of the day today, is to text this number right here and ask about the dirty llama. But any other April Fool stories that you have that you would like to share, please feel free to post those in the comments. It's always interesting to see what people are doing. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Jim. So it's always kind of fun to see what people have done, and if you've ever partaken in an April Fool's prank in the past. I'm kind of disappointed, I'm not going to lie, that looking up the origin of it, there was really nothing substantial there. I don't know why we do this. We just continue to carry it forward. It's just one of those weird traditions we have. But like globally, it's a weird global tradition. Good morning, Darlene. Happy April Fools. So for those just joining, there's a phone number on the screen of someone who we are going to be pranking today. So my friend Sarah sent me a message and said, would you ignite the coffee club to help me with an April Fool's prank on my husband? So you are to text this number right here before noon and inquire about the dirty llama that he has for sale. I mean, I don't think they really do even have one, but like, let's buy me a llama today, you guys. No, I'm just kidding. You are to creatively, in whatever way, whatever you're looking for, the most outrageous description you can think of, you're texting and asking him for this llama, inquiring about it. Is it vaccinated? Does it have a certain color of hair? Can it spit a certain amount of feet or something? Like, get really creative with your requests. I think it'll be kind of fun. So what do you think? I'm into it. Like, we're going to have some fun with this. And then also, just if you've been a part of any sort of April Fool's prank, or maybe you've been the victim of an April Fool's prank before, what does that look like? Post that in the comments for us also. Because I'm curious. I'm curious if you were the victim of one. I'm afraid for when my child gets home from school, what that's going to look like for me. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. This is it. This is our April Fools. We get to have a bit of a laugh. Yeah, asking if it's grass-fed, Jim. That works. Good morning, Mick. It is hilarious. I can't wait for her to share with us. I'm going to tell her that she has to screenshot all of the texts and share them with us, and I'll post them so that you can see what some of the requests looks like. But friends, like, get creative with this. I think it's going to be really cool. there's all kinds of things like, right? Doesn't your wheel just start turning of the fun things that you could do with that? I think it would be pretty cool. And then hopefully we can get some screenshots from Sarah to post so that you can see tomorrow or Saturday or later today, whenever I can get them posted, some of the fun that we did as her teammates. And then she texted a bunch of people also. And in the text, she'd said, like, this is going to be on Virtual Coffee Club. So it's big news for us, friends. April Fool's is a big day for us. So have some fun with that text today. And thank you in advance if you're going to take part in, in some of that fun. And like I said, the story I shared earlier is really the only April Fool's, like, thought out, premeditated prank that I've ever done, that I can think of. And I'm sure there was lots of little things as a kid, but I don't remember what we ever did, if we ever pulled anything off, or if we just thought it would be funny. Or maybe you know of like somebody who did something to somebody. Share that story in the comments too, because it's always kind of funny what people have come up with over the years for this weird tradition. We don't know where it came from. Friends, tomorrow morning's Fun Friday, we have another awesome guest coming to join us. He had coffee with us in the club last year, but we haven't checked in with him for a year, and he's been doing some pretty cool things. Regardless of COVID, he's had the opportunity to inspire and influence a number of people around the world, and it's kind of cool. So, friends, Chris Cook is back on Virtual Coffee Club tomorrow morning, and I can't wait to catch up with my friends. He spoke at Microsoft, guys. He spoke at Microsoft. Michelle Obama opened for him. Is how we own that, since he's one of ours. But he's been doing some cool things. Good morning, Vera. So we're going to check in with him tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Hopefully you will come to hang out and join us. One more time before we go, don't forget to text this phone number right here, 780-668-1845. You are going to text. This is an April Fool's prank, so do not blow your cover. And you're going to inquire about the dirty llama that this man has for sale today. I think that his wife is going to let him know the story after 12 o'clock today. So if he's writing you back and asking questions, keep it going. This is your permission to prank today. Keep it going. And then she's going to let him know after 12. And she wants him to get a ridiculous amount of requests. So have fun with that today. Have some safe, fun April Fool's pranks. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time with my friend Chris Cook. I can't wait. Have a great rest of your Thursday, my friends. Bye.